Helheim, in Norse mythology, is a significant realm among the 9 worlds. It serves as the abode of the dead and is governed by the enigmatic goddess Hel. Situated in the lowest level of the Norse cosmos, Niflheim, Helheim is described as a desolate, mist-covered expanse characterized by perpetual cold and darkness. This is where individuals who did not meet death in battle or were not chosen by Odin to reside in Valhalla ultimately find themselves. The name Helheim is rooted in Old Norse, signifying the House of Hel. Interestingly, it is also believed to be the linguistic origin of the English word hell, although the two concepts bear distinct meanings. Helheim does not serve as a place of torment or punishment, rather, it is a realm where the deceased repose in eternity. According to Norse creation myths, Helheim was brought into existence through the actions of the god Odin and his siblings, Vili and Ve. They fashioned the world following the slaying of the giant Ymir, utilizing his corporeal remains to shape the earth, sea, and sky. In this process, they also formed the 9 worlds, including the realm of Helheim. It is surrounded by the Slid, a river of knives, and watched over by the giantess Hela, progeny of Loki and the goddess Angrboda. In Helheim, the goddess Hela is tasked with adjudicating the fate of the departed. Those who pass away due to old age or illness are believed to find solace in Helheim, resting peacefully. Conversely, those who meet their end in combat are ushered to Valhalla, where they shall fight alongside the gods during the apocalyptic event known as Ragnarok. Hel, the enigmatic ruler of Helheim, is the offspring of the notorious trickster god Loki and the formidable giantess Angrboda. Born in Jotunheim, the foreboding realm of the giants, Hel shares parentage with her equally infamous siblings, the colossal sea serpent Jormungandr and the formidable wolf Fenrir. Her unusual appearance, depicting half a beautiful woman and half a decaying corpse, reflects her dual heritage as both a goddess and a Jotun giantess. This duality mirrors the mixed nature of her realm, a place that encompasses both the living and the deceased. To isolate Loki's potentially destructive offspring, Odin orchestrated their banishment to separate realms. Jormungandr was cast into the ocean surrounding Midgard, while Fenrir was bound to a desolate island. Hel, meanwhile, was appointed as the goddess presiding over the underworld in Niflheim. There, she wielded authority over the despondent subterranean realm that subsequently took on her name, Helheim, literally translating to the home of Hel. In Norse cosmology, several diverse realms were conceived as the afterlife destinations for departed souls. Notable among them was Valhalla, a majestic hall overseen by Odin, where valiant warriors who met their end in battle feasted and fought for all eternity. Another warrior's realm was Folkvangr, denoted as the field of the people, under the rule of the goddess Freya in Asgard. Additionally, Helgafjell, meaning the holy mountain, was presumed to be a more serene realm where the deceased continued their existence much as they did in life. Other realms tied to death and the afterlife encompassed Ran, a watery domain governed by the sea goddess Ran, where those who met their demise by drowning became constituents of her frigid, submerged dominion. The darkest and most infernal locale was Nastrand, the corpse shore, located within Helheim itself, where the malevolent were subject to torment after death. Helheim's spatial positioning in the cosmic arrangement situated it below and northward from the other worlds, nestled deep beneath the roots of Yggdrasil, the colossal tree that anchored the 9 realms together. To access Helheim, souls embarked on a perilous journey, descending Yggdrasil, traversing the threshold of Helgrind, the gateway to the underworld, passing the formidable hellhound Garm, and crossing the river Jol via the Jalarbru Bridge. Jol was vividly depicted as a turbulent torrent teeming with clashing weapons, emphasizing the daunting nature of the pilgrimage to Helheim. Within Helheim, one also encounters Nastrand, signifying the corpse shore, widely regarded as the most infernal precinct. In this shadowed, noisome hall overlooking the subterranean river, the dragon Nidhogg devours the remains of the wicked and oathbreakers. Presumably, those of greater virtue find repose in more pleasant environs within the dominion of Hel. According to Norse mythology, once a soul ventured into the bounds of Helheim, there was no turning back, no escape from the realm of the deceased. Helheim was portrayed as utterly isolated, severed from the other worlds by a blend of physical and mystical barriers. The solitary method of traversal was via the Jalarbru, the bridge over Jol, guarded by entities like the giantess Modgud, who stood as an insurmountable sentinel against all but the most deserving. Even more daunting was the formidable gate Helgrind, watched over by the monstrous hound Garm, prepared to violently rend asunder any living entity daring to traverse into Helheim. Attempting to enter Hel's dominion without her consent was tantamount to certain annihilation. Thus, whether destitute or distinguished, mortal or deity, none could evade the clutches of Hel once consigned to her realm. Solely the cataclysmic events of Ragnarok foretold the eventual vacating of Helheim, when Loki and Hel would lead their host of the deceased out of the underworld to confront the gods. Until then, no soul would depart the inhospitable bounds of Hel's mist-shrouded halls. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.